Y'all, this is Xtaye. You're watching a 416 interview.
So when did you like first started getting into music and like actually creating music?
All right, so I first got into music like 2 years ago. Like any time before that, I hated making music. Like, I just didn't have the talent for it, but I guess I never tried, so that makes sense. But yeah, 2 years ago, I kind of just like started on BandLab. Like I think that's where like a lot of people is making music now. So, and then I just kept going, and then some people on TikTok or whatever was like, "Oh, get off of BandLab, go on FL." And yeah, I ended up on FL recording, and I'm still recording today. So.
Was there a bigger like difference in the quality of your music when you moved from BandLab to FL?
Yeah, a lot of the mixing, I guess I wasn't really that good at mixing yet until I kind of just like grinded like 10 hours of just mixing on FL. Is where I started getting better. But yeah, fuck. When I was recording on BandLab, honestly, that thing was sounding like shit. Sounding like shit, but yeah, I think I'm getting better now, so.
All right. When you first like started creating music, any kind of artist that you looked up to that kind of inspired the sound that you have right now?
Yeah, I say I listened to a lot of like Ken Carson, I guess. A lot of like Playboy Cardi.
Opium
Yeet.
Boys.
Yeah, a lot of Yeet too. And I didn't really listen to much music, honestly, so I guess I kind of got my sound from those guys. So I'm trying to make it into my own sound now since, it's that time.
I bet. And then, where did the name am I saying it right? Xtaye?
Xtaye? Yeah.
Xtaye come from?
So like my mom called me that growing up. She used to call me Tay all the time, Tay. So I was just like trying to think of a name. Like I think that was the hardest part of music, is coming up with a name.
Damn, really?
I was just sitting there like, what should I call myself? And then I just like, my mom called me Tay, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna use that. And then like all my gamer tags, like all my game shit, I always have X always in the start, X. So I just added that shit to Tay, and now I got Xtaye, so.
I bet. And then getting more into your music, what's the creative process you have when you create a song? Are you more of a freestyler, or do you like to write?
I kind of just go on the mic and just start yapping, honestly, just start talking. I'm trying to start writing more because I heard that you kind of can just like be more creative with it. So like I'm starting to write a little bit more. And I think it's helping, honestly, like just like the wordplay and stuff. Honestly, that's how it's working. So.
How picky are you on the beats?
I'm so picky.
Yeah.
I'm actually so picky. There's so many people that messages me to like ask to work. I'm like, okay, yeah. Like I'll always listen to somebody's beat, right? But like I'm so picky with the beat. Like I feel like I'm still trying to get better with like my lyrics, so I can't have both. Like I can't have bad lyrics and then a bad beat. So yeah, I'm really picky with that.
All right. Like being really picky with your beats. Have you ever like thought about producing and like creating beats for yourself to like?
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I kind of tried, but I don't know how that shit works. I just gotta sit myself down for like another 10 hours and learn. But yeah, I feel like shout out to the producers and shit. Like those guys are cooking up. And yeah, honestly, that's a lot of respect for those guys.
It must be crazy when you get like those 100 beat packs come in, or like those like bunch of those.
Yeah, shout out Val, man. He'd be sending me hundreds of beats, man. But he's been my producer for like a year now, so he's been working with me. And yeah.
All right, bet. And then let's talk about FUK It, Let's Rage album that you have out. It dropped on the February 28th. What kind of like messages or like themes that you were aiming to convey like with your within this project and to your fans?
Okay, so like all my music is pretty much rage now. Like I used to create like different types of music, and then I just chose rage, I guess. But I'm kind of putting it into my own kind of words. Like I like making sad music, but I didn't really want to make sad music all the time, so I kind of just like mixed the two with rage. And if you listen to the lyrics, like I kind of talk about my life a lot and what I'm going through and whatever, but I'll put it into like rage so we can all get hyped and shit. But pretty much it's just go crazy, honestly. Yeah, I just like going crazy.
And then like, has your because you said you used to make some other kinds of sounds as well.
Yeah.
How has your like sound kind of evolved over the years of you creating music? Has it evolved like?
Yeah, I think it evolved. Like the quality is getting better, the lyrics are getting better. I started on rage. Like I started on rage, but then I kind of got bored of it. So then I went to glow. Like I also I listened to a lot of Can.
Oh, okay,
So yeah,
Can.
like I switched to like a lot of glow and shit and like Summers. those guys kind of inspired me on that glow. So I kind of did glow for like maybe 5 months. And I thought that was like cool, but then I got bored of it, so now I'm back on Rage again. So that's why I'm kind of just sticking to do that and just like make it into my own.
All right. I know we touched on this a little bit before as well, but like, are there any artists that kind of inspire you to this day that you kind of look up to?
Yeah, man, there's a team that I found around when I started. We call ourselves Xtaye, and like there's a lot of those boys. They be, I kind of got a lot of like my inspiration from them, like Pateboy 2, Gup, Rang Up, and Tacky, and all those guys. So we're all doing different sounds and shit, so I'm kind of like learning from them too, so they helped a lot, so that I kind of look up to those guys.
All right, and then, you know, as an artist, social media and your digital presence has a lot of like impact on your artistry, as well as the image you portray, as well as, you know, the numbers that you be putting up on your songs and stuff like that. How do you kind of like leverage social media to like connect with like your fans as well as like promote your work at the same time?
Honestly, I kind of just been like doing different things. Like I reach out to my fans all the time just to like send them a message to say like thank you and shit, just for like some respect and whatever. But like I feel like just doing that, they kind of see that and they just keep tapping in too. So I feel like that was a good way. And yeah, pretty much just throwing out content.
Have you made like content, like, you know how like artists be making like little mini videos on like Thriller and shit?
Yeah, I try to use Thriller, but I don't understand that. Like it just doesn't. There's no promo or anything, or I don't know. So I just be promoting on TikTok a lot. I'm trying to do better with Instagram because I feel like I should be doing it everywhere. Like YouTube Shorts, I don't really watch them, but I feel like I should put it out there. Like Snapchat, I don't go on there, but I be throwing it on there too, just to try to get as many views and eyes and new fans as possible. Yeah.
Yo, and then also like on keeping up on your social media presence and stuff like that. I've seen that you've recently are getting more into shows and, you know, being a part of more shows and stuff like that. How is that? How's that feeling performing your songs in front of people and stuff like that?
Like I just performed for the first time January 28th, and honestly I was kind of like nervous. But as soon as I went on the stage, it just like changed. Like I was myself kind of and just going crazy. And I just feel like you shouldn't care like what anybody thinks, and you're doing it for you, so you should just have fun with it.
I bet. And then like what strategies have you found that have been like most effective in like promoting your sounds and songs and like actually putting numbers up on like SoundCloud, Spotify and such?
Honestly, just reaching out to people and have them promote. I feel like that's a good way to do it. I'm starting to put money into a little bit of ads. Like I wasn't doing it before, but now I'm starting to do it, and I see that's like working a lot. So I'm gonna keep doing that and see what happens from there.
What kind of advice would you have for artists, you know, just like you, who are just breaking into the music scene, you know, trying to create a lane for yourself?
Honestly, just keep going. Like I feel like too many people, they give up after like a month or like a year, but honestly, that shit don't come easy like how you see it online. I feel like that shit, like it just doesn't happen like that. So a lot of artists, they'll just give up and they'll be mad, and you just gotta keep going and just keep going, and something might happen and something might, but just keep going it for you, you know, just keep doing it for you. Like if you enjoy making music, like you're gonna keep doing it.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Being from Halifax, and when did you move to Toronto, by the way?
3 years ago now.
So what's your take on like Toronto's music scene? Because you didn't grow up out here and you just, you know, just been in it for a little while.
Yeah, I feel like over in Halifax, it's like the sounds are starting to change a little bit more, but I feel like Halifax scene, they're more into like old school hip hop and whatnot.
Oh shit, really?
So like I hear like shout out like JR, like he's been putting on a different sound, like Cray, like all those guys. Those guys been putting on a different sound for Halifax. But shout out to all the old school artists too. Like those guys are still putting in work. You know, still good to hear that sometimes. So.
I bet. And then lastly, what do you got coming out soon? Like new projects, new singles? What have you been working on, bro?
All right, so I got a song coming out this Friday called Sage.
Okay.
And also I've been working on a new album. Like I told myself I wasn't gonna put no more albums out, but I just can't. I make too much music, so I gotta just throw it out there. So I'm working on something called just like Real Rage. So it's just like all rage again. And pretty much, yeah, this gonna be crazy.
Okay.
I'm putting in my time, so
Yeah.
all kinds of work.
All right. Yo, speaking on that, so you say you make a lot of music and you're just trying to put it out. do you have any way of like figuring out like, you know, which song I'm gonna put out, which song, you know, I'm gonna keep in the vault for now. Maybe I'll come back to it, work on it a little bit.
Honestly, that's like hard for me. Like I don't know what to put out, so I kind of just listen to all my songs over, and whatever I'm feeling, like I'll just release it. But I feel like that's like a hard part of me to do, is just release. Like I want to release this song, and then I make a new song. I'm like, oh, this shit sounds hard, and then I make another song. I'm like, this shit sounds hard, and then I make another one. It just keeps continuing until I finally say, fuck it, I gotta release something. So that's how I release most songs.
Yeah. You ever have people like listen to it before it even gets released, you know, asking for their opinion or not?
Yeah, I guess I send it to the group chat and shit and see what they say, but like
It doesn't really matter to you?
It doesn't really matter, honestly. I just keep sending them too much shit, so kind of I just send what I feel like I should, so.
Shit up from the ground, ain't nobody come around. You ain't finna keep it pushing, yeah, it ain't stopping now.